Pisces, I hope you're doing fantastic. This is your reconciliation read. So this is a read pertaining to you and a past lover, an ex, could be, a family member you're estranged from or a friend you're estranged from. But again, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus reconciliation read. This is not saying that a reconciliation is happening. This is just a check-in on the energies between you and another person, what you're up to, what they're up to. And we'll get started here. Custodianship. You have the gnome here. So custodianship. Very interesting because this talks about a feeling of belonging or a feeling of looking out for one another to a certain extent. Okay, this talks about who am I? Sometimes it's a fight between, should I look out for myself or should I look out for somebody else, or whose best interest do we have in hand here? Okay, because this is talking about something being revealed, getting to the root of a problem, protecting what you're responsible for and protecting yourself, but also again, as I said, seeking out, protection for others that maybe, you've hurt or they've hurt you. So definitely a time for getting to the root of the issue and figuring out, it's not necessarily who did what to who, but it's, is there a way that we can come together to form a bond again? Or is there too much hurt? Is there too much, do I need to, block this energy, or can we see it through again? So it's really about knowing how to read the energies, standing up for yourself, but also accepting or taking responsibility in a situation that maybe, was tough for both of you, or that both of you acted unkindly or unjustly towards the other. Now, you had in your heart, in your head, you have the Magician. The Magician talks about having the tools to get what you want, but being able to manifest what you want, having the tools to get what you want, but needing to learn how to use them, or needing to understand how you want to use them. What do you want? Do you want somebody from the past back, or do you want to move on to something completely different? In your head, that's really what you're trying to figure out. You're going, well, right now I'm not with this person. Could I be with this person? Do I want to be with this person? Or do I want to move on completely and never look back? So the Magician card is definitely talking about you kind of taking hold of your own destiny. However, the interesting part here is the Wheel of Fortune. This is your heart. The Wheel of Fortune is unplanned changes, a turn of events. This is something that you have no control over. The Wheel of Fortune talks about divine timing, a karmic connection. So this does feel like a karmic connection coming back around. Maybe there's been distance between you two. Maybe there's been ghosting. Maybe there's been whatever the situation is. Something is finding its way back, whether it's you're second guessing and feeling reminiscent towards this person and feeling like, the custodianship of, I wish I had been better at this, or I wish I had done this better, or, I wish they had valued me and treated me better. But the Wheel of Fortune does kind of talk about something potentially circling back, or a karmic connection resurfacing. Now, in their head and their heart, they have the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So right now in their head, the Two of Pentacles, they're working on balance and priorities and change, trying to figure out what it is they're doing. Now, not necessarily without you on their mind, but at some point there was a lack of stability either between the two of you in their life. This person with these two cards coming up is really saying they needed to get some shit together. They needed to figure out what's going on with them, and that's what they're working on, because the Two of Pentacles is balance. Again, it's priorities. It's understanding that, they don't want to go back to chaos. They don't want anything to throw them off of this newfound. I feel like this person has come into an energy of protecting themselves and protecting their life, and then they're ready. Like, they needed to find their inner peace almost, or they needed to find their balance before. It's kind of that saying of, how can you love someone else if you don't love yourself? And that's what they worked on. Self-love, self-care, self-improvement, could be money, finances, it could be all different things. Now, In their heart, they have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is weighing options. There's a risk reward. This is looking at a situation and assessing it. So you're definitely still in this person's mind, Pisces, big time, but they're going pros and cons. Literally, they're going, what was good about this relationship? What wasn't good about this relationship? And in their heart, it's almost as if they want it to be you, or they want it to be that the good outweighs the bad. But there's some sort of protection mode here that's going on. I'm not saying that you hurt them or they hurt you necessarily, but there's some sort of, this person is very like, they go back and forth in their head. One minute they're like, I miss Pisces, I want things to progress forward, and the next minute they're kind of like, okay, well, I think Pisces and I are done, so I'm gonna look for something new. Especially with the cards going on down here, and we'll get to that in a second. Now, this is the present, and you have the Six of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Now, the Six of Wands is achievement, success, pride. So you may have been working at work, or you may be doing different things, moving, or different challenges coming, and it's talking about perseverance. The Six of Wands talks about getting what you want and achieving and getting what you want and achieving what you want. What's interesting though is you have the Seven of Cups here, and the Seven of Cups to me, Pisces, feels like you have been testing different avenues, maybe dating different people or getting out there. The Seven of Cups is hard energy when it comes to love though, because this isn't like the foundation love. This isn't the love that conquers all. The Seven of Cups is temptations, options, choices, getting out there. Maybe you're dating multiple people. Maybe you've been kind of not sure what's going on with this other connection over here. This person's been working on themselves. Maybe you can feel that like they've cut their energy back where you're concerned. Obviously, there's a connection there, even if you're not talking, but you can tell that they're focused on something else. So you decided, some of you, and this could be all different aspects. It doesn't have to be going out and dating. It doesn't have to be meeting other people. It could be hobbies or moving or, taking on different skill sets at work or whatever it is. But the Seven of Cups is a temptation energy. This is talking about choices and options. So I do feel like some of you have been kind of just getting out there and experiencing new things, not in a negative way, but it's also not in a serious way, because you still do have some sort of connection with this person, and I don't think you're completely ready to cut this cord. And some of you may be like, dark, that's bullshit, but this is a reconciliation read. So if you're not the slightest interested in what this other person is up to, you probably wouldn't be watching the read, right? Now, the next two cards they have, and like I said, it can be reversed completely, but the next two cards they have in their present are the Four of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Swords is resting, recuperation. So this person may have been going through a lot. This person may have been doing a lot of, like I said, self-exploration, changes, getting priorities in order. This is also somebody who could potentially be, coming back from being on, major stress mode and needing to just relax. Somebody who's starting to like meditate or get healthy or just change different habits, because the Four of Swords is literally saying, this is me taking care of myself. And it feels as though in order for you guys to take care of each other, yourselves, you needed to be away from each other to kind of find some sort of peace within yourselves in order to make this happen. Now, they also have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is new beginnings, plethora, prosperity. It's almost as if this person's luck is changing. Maybe when you guys were connecting, there was a lot of negativity. Maybe this person made you feel a certain way, or maybe you guys didn't treat each other very well, because there does seem to be this stigma of, I still care about you, I still have a connection to you, excuse me, I still miss you, but there's some major hurt here, and now it's not that you guys don't want to reconnect, it's that, have we become different people, or have we both progressed in our lives that, could we go back to, or could we restart? Because the Ace of Pentacles here, again, is a new beginning, a new opportunity, and a plethora of opportunities that can progress. So this person is looking at, should Pisces and I start again? Could we do this? Could we, I've made changes. I bet Pisces has made changes too. Could we reestablish something on a more mature, less argumentative, less negative, playing field? Or is this person thinking that, new is what they're looking for? It's interesting. It's almost as if some of you are wanting to kind of, enjoy yourself or get out there. You're not really sure if you want to get serious with anybody right now. You're not really sure if you want to reconnect with this past person, or even, move forward with somebody new for the long haul, because of the Seven of Cups, which again is that temptation, which is that it's not that solid foundation. It's more of the just getting out there and having fun. Nothing wrong with that. But this person over here, the Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles underneath, is they're looking for the legacy. They're looking for the forever. Maybe you're not ready for that. Maybe this person isn't your forever, but maybe you miss them, you love them, you care about them, you're wondering how they're doing. Because it does feel like there is a little bit of, this person is very like serious, like I know what I want, I know what I'm looking for. And Pisces, this is more kind of like, I'll manifest what I want, or I'll see what's coming my way, letting the universe kind of guide your heart with the Wheel of Fortune, which actually may bring you back to this person. Because then over here you have the Two of Swords and you have the Strength card. Okay, now the Two of Swords talks about a decision that needs to be made. So maybe right now you've had fun, you've done your thing, you haven't had contact with this person, you guys have kind of stayed separate ways, doing your own thing. But the Two of Swords is saying a decision needs to be made. And Pisces is coming across very strongly that the decision is, should I stay or should I go? Because even if you've said, oh, I've moved on, Dark Dove, and I'm doing this, that, and the other, in your heart of hearts, you know that this person still possesses an energy of connection with you, and you do with you, and they do as well. So there's a very strong connection here. But the Two of Swords has been eating at you in an essence of, saying goodbye. Like, okay, I love you, but I need closure and I'm done. Maybe you won't ever actually physically say goodbye or communicate goodbye. But in your head, it's some sort of longing here, Pisces, of being able to say, okay, I choose to move on. I care about this person. I've cared about them for a long time, but it's done now. It's over, and the decision has been made. Because it does still feel like you're battling your heart and your head on, should I completely, it's like you're letting the energy stay like just that much, just in case, but you're not doing anything about it. And then you have the Strength card next to it, and the Strength card is Leo's card, so you could be dealing with a Leo or have Leo placements in your chart. But the Strength card talks about strength, obviously, but also self-belief and patience. It's almost as if you're waiting this person out. I can't explain it. They're telling, because they keep showing me like you're patiently waiting maybe for this person to come forward and tell you, Pisces, I miss you. Pisces, I've changed. Pisces, maybe you just need to hear like, hello. Like maybe that's all you need to hear is, hello, or how are you? And I'm not saying that you're sitting around waiting for them by any means, but this is like, you don't need to rush off into anything new. But at the same time, if they said hello, I think it would be profound, because maybe that's, what you needed is some sort of communication to know that they still have feelings for you. However, they're nervous about something, or they're feeling anxiety or some sort of depression here. You have the Nine of Swords, which is fear of the unknown. It's almost as if they were to reach out, but they're not sure how you would act, or they maybe, Pisces, maybe something happened between the two of you and they lost trust in you, they lost faith in you, or vice versa, or both of you. It feels like a double-edged sword. You both have this like, well, you need to come towards me, I'm not coming towards you, and vice versa. But the Nine of Swords, this person still has very strong feelings for you and still cares for you. And the interesting thing with this card, it's kind of like I talked about the patience here. It's almost like you're patiently waiting to see if you're going to hear anything. And with the Nine of Swords, they're not so patiently waiting. They're more nerve-wracked of, should I close this out? Should I be done with this chapter completely and just say, let bygones be bygones and be done with the situation? And then you have the Ten of Pentacles over here under this person. And that's why I was saying this person is looking for the whole kit and caboodle, whether it's marriage, whether it's adopting fur babies, whether it's just a lifelong partner. This person is very serious about having that. And it's almost as if they're saying, Pisces, if we're going to have this together, then it needs to be more of this type of energy than this type of energy. This is kind of fun, do your own thing, flirt, have a good time. They're looking for the Ten of Pentacles, which is the marriage, the kids, the family life. I'm not saying that you guys aren't either, but this seems to be a very strong, they're like, either it's going to be a new energy and I'm going to find this 10 of Pentacles, or it's going to be new with Pisces, but they're nervous about it because they're not quite sure what you're doing, what you're feeling. For a lot of you, there's no communication here. So in essence, it's as if you're both waiting for somebody to say hello. Like, hello, can you hear me? Or somebody to eat a piece of humble pie and say, okay, shit, I'm going to call him or her. I'm going to text him or her. The worst case scenarios, we're right back here where there's no communication, right? Then your closing out oracle card is Bornite, okay? Joyfulness. So ending it with joyfulness is pretty amazing, because you may find out that even if you don't come back together as a couple right away or whatnot, you might find out that you've both gotten over this hump of anger, this era of sadness or anger or whatever, and you may be able to come back together and enjoy each other's company. Like, just find joy in having a conversation or talking or laughing or reminiscing. It just seems as though enough time has passed that maybe, if anything, just communicating and being friends is possible. Not that you guys are going to reconnect and become these mad in love again, which could happen and build off of friendship. But right now, it almost seems as if you each knew what the other one was up to, or how the other one was doing, or making sure that you're both alive and well would put you both in some sort of feeling of, at least I know that they're good. At least I know that they don't hate my guts. At least I know that even if we're not going to be together forever, that we're both healthy and happy and surviving and doing our thing. So, all right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.